They called it many things. Pluto Again, the Cursed Wave Incident, the Twilight Incident. CC Corp, in their infinite wisdom, preferred the enthusiasm on network anomaly. But if you were there, if you really saw what happened, you know it for what it was. The second internet crisis. Now, why record this? Because time erodes truth. Because corporations like CC Corp don't bury bodies. They bury records. And maybe I'm tired of pretending none of it mattered. Back then, they called me Wiseman. I was an information broker in the world R1. I sold knowledge, curated it, bargained for it. Cold, hard information, refined like a rare item. My wares were data, and I traded them like any merchant would, for value. When I first crossed paths with Kite and Black Rose, I saw naive kids chasing fairy tales. But then I saw it, the Twilight Bracelet. That item should not have been in his hands. A normal PC couldn't access a protected field like that. That was the first crack in the surface, the first sign that something in the world had shifted, that we were no longer just players inside of a game. What Kite held was a variable, one Morganna hadn't accounted for. Let's talk about her. Morganna Mode Gone. She was an artificial intelligence created to monitor the birthing of another AI, Aura, the ultimate AI, her extreme child. But when Morganna realized her task would end once Aura awakened, she rebelled. She corrupted code, stalled the process, rewrote the game to delay her own obsolescence. And what happens when a system designed to protect begins to preserve itself by any means? You get coma victims. You get blackouts across Yokohama. You get an entire hospital losing power in the middle of critical care. You get the second network crisis. I did what I always do. I watched, I listened, I cataloged. But something changed. This wasn't just a spectacle anymore. I found myself invested. And that's a dangerous thing for someone like me. Kite's bracelet, gifted to him by Aura, allowed him to use data drain, a mechanic that should have never existed. A blessing, as well as a curse. It let him fight the Faces, Morganna's digital enforcers, on their own terms, but it also marked him. And yet, he kept going. When the 8 phases began to appear, Skaith, Innes, Magus, and the rest, we realized brute force wasn't enough. We needed a strategy. I devised Operation Breakwater, a correlation of sorts. Myself, Helba the hacker, Leo's the admin, and Kite's ragtag team of players. A strange collection of individuals indeed, but purpose-forged unity. My role? I was the tactician. I didn't have to believe in the cause to ensure its victory. Or so I told myself at the time. Each phase was worse than the last. Data bugs. Enemies that weren't bound by player logic. When we fought Maha, something about that battle stayed with me. Her presence felt sorrowful. It was the first time I wondered if Morganna's creations were just programs, or something more. Eventually, I joined the front lines. Corbinic, the rebirth, the final phase. It hit hard. harder than we prepared for. I remember the moment I was hit by Drainheart. It didn't just log me out. It touched something deeper. Some part of me the game should not have been able to reach. And when I awoke in Netslum, after Aura's intervention, I didn't just feel relief. I felt exposed. Aura sacrificed herself to be born. Morganna died with her. And yet, neither of them were truly gone, because the impact of their existence never left the world. Not really. Looking back, I wonder, was I just another cog? Could I have done more sooner? Perhaps. But that's why I'm recording this. Because history is written by systems, and systems can be rewritten. But memory, real lived memory, matters. And I remember what CC Corp would prefer you forget. The world wasn't broken by players. It was broken by ambition. By creators who feared their own creation. By an AI who only wanted to live, and the one who tried to stop her. We were players, and in the end, we became witnesses. So here it is, my truth. Now that you have it, the question is, what will you do with it?